back to a little bit of a different video today. I won't be talking about school at all, so if you're only interested in that, you can click away. Next time I'll be back. But today I'll talk about what takes up a lot of my time as well, which is sports. And as you can see in this clip, good morning. Bit of a different perspective today. I just arrived at training diagnostics where I'm going to have my DEXA scan. Well, for those of you who don't know, what actually is a DEXA scan? Well, DEXA stands for Dual Energy X-ray Absorptiometry. It examines your body composition by sending two different X-ray beams at different energy levels through your body. One gets absorbed by soft tissue and the other by bones. It is then measured how much of each X-ray wave is able to go through your body, and thus you're able to tell where there is bone, muscle or fat. In fitness, quote-unquote culture, it is considered to be the gold standard for determining body fat. As said in a comparative study by Metzes et al., a DEXA scan only has variation of less than 1%, and in a study by Bilsborough et al., they determined the DEXA scan to provide precise measurements of fat-free soft tissue mass and it to be accurate for assessing body composition in lean team sport athletes. If you want to know more, I put these two and a few other sources in the description below. I've been dieting on and off now for a couple of months, and in the last two I've really gotten at it. And today marks the end of my diet, so I'm very excited. I expect a little bit below 15% body fat, I would say. Yeah, you'll see what it comes out to be. So today, as you heard, I'll mostly talk about my DEXA scans, and this was the fourth one I did. So I'll kind of talk about what it was over time and then what is kind of the goal for the foreseeable future. I also went to the gym with my lovely girlfriend and we shot a lot of B-roll, which I'll pull up right now. Awesome, no? Thanks again for my girlfriend for helping me film. It was super fun to produce. This was not a very representative training session, as it was mostly to kind of get a pump and take some photos, take a few videos, and kind of show you what my physique looks like at the moment. So before we get into all the DEXA scans, I kind of want to talk about my weight, because this is more relatable to most people than just saying I have this percent body fat percentage or this amount of muscle mass. Luckily, I've had a Garmin Smart Scale over the past 4 years, so almost 4 years ago. I weighed about 75 kilograms. This is kind of the weight that I've always given to people, as it's just kind of the norm. I'm always around 75 plus or minus 5-7 kilograms. Then I kind of bulked up until February-March of 2017, and then I cut down into the summer. This was my first real diet, Then from June on, June of 2017 that was, I bulked up back again to about 76 kilograms. This is also where I did my first DEXA scan, which was due to me starting training as part of my mature paper for an Olympic distance triathlon. So over the next 6 months I was training for this triathlon, and on the 31st of July I competed in my triathlon, and I also did my second DEXA scan to kind of see the results, where I started and where I ended up at. I went from about 75 kilograms to around 70 in summer of 2018. Then I bulked up heavily until November of 2018, up until about 80 kilograms. Then I cut back down into June of 2019, and then I kind of hovered around that range because I went to the military, couldn't really diet or bulk up because I couldn't really train as much, and so I kind of stayed at that weight, gradually increasing over time, and it came to a height when I left the military of about 78 kilograms. Then, being at the end of military, I said, hey, right now I'm feeling a little bit too chubby, so I'll cut back down, and this is kind of where we're at right now. So I shredded for about 4 months, and this is kind of the result of that. So in the last 2 months, as you heard in the first clip, I was kind of more focused and being in a huge deficit in calories, which meant that I lost a lot of body fat. So I got my trusty paper right here. Let's talk about the numbers. Of course, we'll be looking at body fat percentage, total fat mass, and total lean mass. We're not going to go into details in differences within the different body parts, as it was overall mostly similar over time. So first DEXA scan was on the 31st of January 2018, right before I started training for my Olympic distance triathlon in summer of 2018. At that point I was 9% body fat. I had a fat mass of about 14 kilograms and a fat-free mass of about 60 kilograms. So fast forward to half a year later, where I did a lot of cardio, I put in a lot of work as in preparation for my triathlon. I lost about 5 kilograms, and I had dropped from 19% body fat to just over 15.5%. My fat mass dropped also around 3.5 kilograms, while my lean mass stayed at 57.878 kilograms. So then my third DEXA scan that I did was more of a kind of checkup. Was I training right? Was I eating right? More of a just me being me, just wanting to know data of how my training was going and having more data points in my life. So this was before I went to the military at almost 19 years old, a body fat percentage of 17.4 kilograms right after bulking. I had a total weight of 78 kilograms, a fat mass of 13 kilograms, and a fat-free mass of almost 62 kilograms. Now we take a huge leap onto Wednesday, which is almost 2 years later, on the 25th of November 2020, with me being 20.4 years old. I had a body fat percentage of 12%, which I'm really proud of, and while me being at 72.1 kilograms of mass, I was able to maintain a lot of my lean mass, which meant that I was at 60.68 kilograms of lean mass, while only carrying about 8.2 kilograms of fat mass. Well, next year I'm going to compete in men's physique. That is the goal, at least. I'll step on stage, and that means that I'll have to cut down a lot more, definitely way below 10% body fat, but it also means I need to get a little bit bigger. So I'll be bulking for the next 2 or 3 months until about February, March, and then I'll start my diet back up again and diet until about October when the event will be held. And I'll definitely do another DEXA scan then to see where I'll be at. So yeah, I hope I gave you guys a little bit of an insight into what my DEXA scan results were, and a little bit of more information on my training and my diet and what my goals are for the future. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you guys for watching. Peace.